mansion in the Victor's Village. But here's the real question. Why does the capital care enough to build a luxury neighborhood in each of the districts for only a handful of people? You think back to the early games when they'd send you home on a train with nothing. So why the change? Why give victors a good life if their survival meant nothing from the start? Any victor will tell you that games don't end when you win. Victor's Village is another piece of the capital system. This neighborhood gives a glimpse of capital privilege, just enough to make the games feel a little less like a punishment and more as an opportunity to escape. At face value, it promises lifelong wealth, safety from another reaping, and freedom. But Panem is not a free country, and any such promise is an illusion. There's a lot to uncover here, how it was created, what life inside is really like, and how it appears in the books. That part matters because the movies cut quite a few scenes and even changed the design. We're going to cover all of it, and at the end...
Bartender, cops are on their way to arrest me. Pour me one last drink. One tall car cop on the rocks, coming right up. Bartender, I had to ride the hoppy today, if you know what I mean. Top night last night. I'll do anything but my usual. One blue dolphin coming right up. Bartender, I've had a long day. I broke a nail. I'll take my usual. One strawberry mango daiquiri coming right up, Queen. Bartender, the damn safety guy made me work the hardest all day. I need my usual. No one can tell that's you in here. Give me a back. Bartender, another new guy didn't show up today. I can't find any good help. Take my usual. You and me both. One winter diet coming right up. Bartender, I didn't even get a single nap today. I need to wake me up. Oh, you're tired. Get fine, dude. One Red Bull vodka coming right up. Bartender, I had a really long day changing air filters. I'll take my usual with chocolate milk and venti straw coming right up. Bartender, I've had a shitty day. Literally. I'll take my usual. One espresso martini coming right up. No, I've had enough shit for one day. Let's get you a water. Bartender, cops are on their way to arrest me. Pour me one last drink. One cop on the rocks coming right up. Bartender, I had to ride the hockey today, if you know what I mean. Top night last night. I'll do anything but my usual. One blue dolphin coming right up. Bartender, I've had a long day. I broke a nail. I'll take my usual. One strawberry mango daiquiri coming right up, Queen. Bartender, the damn safety guy did me work the hardest all day. I need my usual. No one can tell that's you in here. Bartender.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. Miss Yamato's out today, so I will be stopping them.
Alright, let's get to work. I'm not paying you to stand around.
Hey fellas, before we get started, can we just stretch real quick? 5 minutes now will save us years of pain. Dave, can you stretch me out right here? Oh my gosh, I love my job.
Tackle box, let's go, let's get to work. No, good, I don't think these are live.
It's really be hard to stand.
Oh yeah? Harness this. Hey Twiggy, nice hammer. You coming to men's side? Hey Jim, you need some more cock? Oh yeah, but I want to talk to your wife. You need this more than I do.
Whoa, guys, that's a little too far. We're really towing the line on the toxic work environment, okay? I would love this job site to be a safe place. In more than one way. Hey, watch out, fellas, the truck's coming, okay? Doctors ain't cheap. Listen for the beat. Bad stuff before you get bad stuff, okay?
No, I don't need safety glasses. Just a quick cut.
An OSHA violation. OSHA.
We're 2 weeks behind in this job. We got this going on, and you guys are just standing there, here and there. We got garage doors to go up. We need walls up in there. We got no cheap on it.
No, I don't work well with that kind of shit. If you could take more of a leader approach and less of a boss, that would be fun. Thanks, I just got you off my chest. Guys, I need 15, okay? No, I'm sorry, it's my wife. I don't care for your business. You are valuable, and I love you. You hang up first. You can...
Hold on a second. Ball and chain.
Yeah, yeah.
Call the doctor then. I'm in the middle of something. What is going on with this thing? Come on.
Dave, you need a hand?
I do not need any help. Go do something with the
Harry,
hammer.
you can follow me around here. We're in good. Sorry.
It's a
want to go to read it. If I should, there might not be that silence now, just in your mind.
I'm not going to fire you sooner or later. You give away too many damn gift cards. Stop. Hey, shut up. This meeting is started. Your little dick silence. Okay, you're fired. Subordination. So you mean that's a right about having to write an algorithm? You fired a full okay? I'm not staying here without her. Okay, you're funny. I quit too. You can't treat us like this. She goes, I go. Did you really? Perfect. Ruby, congratulations. You're accepting the chef. And the best part is, if you get a whole new staff, you can make your own thing. Look, if I'm going to work with a bunch of morons, it's going to be this much. There you go. Pickles, congratulations. Terry, you can't follow me around here. Why are people like worried?
Winning the Hunger Games earns you a mansion in the Victor's Village, but here tribute is basically another word for course. That's a big reason why Katniss stands out as a volunteer, especially from the poorest district, because she wasn't going for the usual reason to chase a win, she did so to save someone else. Volunteering to chase fame and fortune is an interesting ideology, and I wish we saw more of the other districts. We spend a lot of the story on districts 8, 11, and 12, the districts that hate the games the most, the first ones to rebel, and that makes up a lot of our impression of the man. But in places like 5, 6, 9, or 10, the districts we know practically nothing about, they might have a more complicated relationship with the games. The promise of Victor's Village and the rewards of winning might carry some real weight. This worked best in the wealthiest districts 1, 2, and 4, where tributes are granted a special privilege by the capital to train and then volunteer. These are known as the career tributes. They didn't just come to accept games, they prepared and celebrated them. So why even allow volunteers? Is it really worth it for that so-called better class? What if the games be scarier if the 2 names polled had no escape, no chance for someone to come and save them? This is the brilliance behind Victor's Village, and the answer goes back to a scene in the first film where Snow explains the psychology of the games and head game maker said it right. If the goal was pure terror, the capital could simply round up people and execute them all at once. But that way of thinking only creates fear. Fear alone isn't enough to keep the district in line. Hope, carefully controlled, is far more powerful. Instead of forcing the districts to only fear the reaping, he gave them something else to hope for today. Becoming a victor means getting a spot in the nicest place in town, but it also comes with some district-wide benefits. The capital throws massive celebrations, feasts, and food parcels for everyone in the winning district, a right visibly better than anything around it. The capital doesn't want the districts hoping the games would end, it wanted them hoping for a win. That small, controlled hope kept people focused on survival and ambition instead of rebellion. It is exactly why Snow says a little hope is good, but too much is dangerous. Whether Victor's Village was entirely Snow's idea is unclear. Snow grew up poor, not much different from someone in the district, so there's no better person to know what someone would sacrifice for a chance to make it. But the real seed may have come from Casca Ivanov, a man who created the games and spent his life regretting it. After Lucy Gray won the 10 games, Ivanov quietly gave her some money before sending her home. He likely did this with all the first few winners, probably money from his own pocket, an attempt to ease the burden for the team. Snow may have seen that moment and weaponized it. Since it was Snow who created Victor's Village, I wonder if Lucy Gray ever crossed his mind in the process. Maybe not in any sentimental way, but I can't help but imagine Snow finding a place he may have shared with Lucy Gray, a place that may have once meant something, and then paving it over with Victor's Village. The first time we hear about Victor's Village in the books is before the 74th Hunger Games end. Katniss and Peeta are hiding in a cave, imagining they might both survive and get to go home to the same place Haymitch has lived for 24 years. By the time Catching Fire begins 6 months later, they're settled in. These houses are massive by district standards. Katniss says hers is 10 times the size of her old house in the sea. Far more space than she knows what to do with. Katniss being Katniss still prefers that old house. She lives in the village with her family, friend, and her mother. But if she were to die, say in an unexpected quarter quell, they'd be forced back to their old residence, that old house in the sea. The third quarter quell was a major mistake for the Capitol. Its twist, reaping tributes from the existing pool of victors, was widely believed, by Katniss especially, to be a calculated move to eliminate her and possibly other victors who had caused problems over the years. I have no doubt that's exactly what the Capitol was doing, but in doing so, they shattered the illusion Victor's Village was built on, that winning meant freedom, safety, and an escape from the games forever. Once that promise was broken, the value of becoming a victor collapsed in the eyes of the districts. It became clear no one can escape the Capitol, not even if you win, and instead of restoring control, the quell only poured fuel on the growing uprisings. One of the biggest differences between the books and the films is the design of Victor's Village. In the movies, the 12 houses are arranged in these rows. In the books, it's depicted more like a suburb, with homes spaced apart. There's a great depiction of this in the Catching Fire Illustrated Edition, along with some other scenes that were cut from the films. Each house is slightly different, all with their own unique look. You can see the village is isolated from the rest of District 12, but it's placed on a hill, so it remains visible in the distance. Constructed like a castle, something the kids can look up to and aspire to have. This placement also messes with the victors. It forces them to look down on the district, sending a clear message. Don't forget, you're still district, but you're above that. You exist in a middle ground between district and capital. Gale believes taking out Tesseract, the act of receiving a year's worth of grain and oil in exchange for more entries in the reaping, is meant to create a class divide among the poorer and better off families. We see this when Gale throws shade at the mayor's daughter, Madge, whose name was never entered more times than necessary. Victor's Village serves the same purpose, a part of the games creating a divide even within its own district to keep the people from the same home at odds, all done to prevent them from one day uniting. One of the biggest changes to this depiction that makes it a lot like the books is that all the houses connect to a road. When President Snow leaves Katniss after their meeting, he doesn't walk off into the woods. He gets into a car parked outside. Each house has full power, appliances, and personal TVs. Maybe a wealthy merchant or the mayor could afford some of them. Peeta lives alone across the street. His family already owned the bakery, so they were among the better off families. Together, his house and Katniss's feel alive. Warm lights, chimney smoke, and decorations up for the harvest festival. Out of the 12 houses, 2 of them look lived in. So, you might ask, what about Haymitch? Well, he's a few doors down, and despite living there the longest, Katniss says his house has an air of abandonment and neglect. Even the Capitol groundskeeper struggled to keep it under control. Haymitch drinks, isolates himself, and lets the place rot. Empty bottles, trash, and smells of liquor and vomit. It stays that way until Katniss convinces him to hire Gale's mom, Lizelle Hawthorne, as a housekeeper. Between the scenes in Catching Fire, when Katniss wakes up Haymitch, and then when she goes to bargain for Peeta's life in the quarter quell, Lizelle has cleaned the place up. Aside from your annual duty as a mentor, PTSD, nightmares, and guilt, whatever else the Capitol decides to exploit your celebrity status, daily life slows down. Every week a peacekeeper slips an envelope of money under your door. Your victor wins. Sometimes they even deliver food. After Haymitch wins, he sees this as an insult. After fighting so hard to survive the Capitol, they're now making sure he stays alive. That's just how he takes it. Now that the victors are rich, they don't need to work in their districts and districts. But to avoid looking like freeloaders, the Capitol requires victors to have something they can be interviewed about in the meeting. While communication between the districts is forbidden, those house phones connect directly to the Capitol. Katniss uses hers to talk with Cinna about her talent. She chose fashion, though Cinna does all the work. For Peeta, it's painting. Now that he's wealthy, he can afford real painting canvases, and his PTSD pours straight into the art, picking up moments from the arena. On the train, after they share each other's favorite colors, Peeta takes Katniss and sees some of his paintings. He has an entire train car full of them. The films mostly cut the talent system, except for one moment. Peeta painting Rue during the quarter quell evaluations. That scene isn't random. It's Peeta Peeta showing off his talent in a way that messes with the game makers. That context is mostly lost in translation, but it's exactly why that moment matters a lot to Peeta. After Katniss destroys the arena in the Quarter Quest, the Capitol bombs out District 12. Everything gone except Victor's village. In the books, all 12 remain standing, but in the movies, half the houses, including Peeta's, are destroyed. There's a pretty simple answer to why the Capitol did this in the movies. To create the Victor's Village for the films, the production team built only parts of the set and then imposed the rest in post. The actors filmed a lot of that in front of blue screens. They probably destroyed half the village, so the filmmakers didn't need to make those houses. Adding piles of rubble would be much easier to do in post-production. But again, in the books, all 12 of them remain standing. Katniss thinks the Capitol left the village standing to house peacekeepers or other Capitol officials who might need to visit 12 in the future. Some think it was psychological, another way to haunt Katniss. Snow left a fresh rose when she made her first visit back to see the aftermath. A message either that she's predictable or that he's still watching her. Of the things lost in translation, what are some other moments or even entire scenes that were cut or simplified in the movies? Remember after the Quarter Quest?
After you finished the games, I thought the whole romance was an accident. He made me look weak and that you look desirable. Junior, you can't hurt, sweetheart. That's right, Katniss. Of course I'm right. I can tell the Star-Crossed Lovers from District 12. We are not Star-Crossed Lovers. It's a television show. And that boy might just get you sponsors, which could save your damn life. We don't expect that you to continue that strategy.
He's not breathing. He's not breathing. He's not breathing.
Peeta's heart stopped. He died. Sorry. Misjudged you. After you finished the games, I thought,
I don't want to fun tonight.
Me too. Good night.
hey boy, we got you watching this car? Making you listen to shit music? You got your tweet collar. I knew you'd stop here before leaving town. Getting predictable.
Maybe it's not enough, though.
Listen, I'm not big on goodbyes, you know, and I'm sure you're not either, but if you hadn't come to Margaret, I would have never figured out what was going on, or I would have wound up dead. You would have figured it out eventually. I appreciate that. And then you would have wound up dead. Oh, you may be an animal, but deep down you're alright. Maybe an uptight pain in the ass. You're alright too. Boston, time to stop spinning. I think I'm ready to take care of someone again. Besides, I couldn't leave Jack in the shelter with Jack. Yeah, he needed a name and you weren't using it, Reacher, so Jack it is. You know, I shouldn't be the only one getting shaken out this notebook. There are more people out there like Roscoe and I than you.
I want to hire you, kid, but I ain't got no use for you. On second thought, are you afraid of heights? Are you willing to work for little to no pay? I'll let you take a turn with my wife Betty on occasion. Great. Well, sir, I thank you for your service, but I need a food runner and you haven't any legs. Well, I thought I walked through the door and they gave me health insurance, a pension, and told me I'm starting next Monday. I don't even know what the job is. Well, you're dressed nice, you're smart. Oh, wow, Battlefield, you finally did it. You beat Call of Duty with the #1 song game of 2025.
There you know, the trick was just to take things back to basics. Give the people what they really want. Engaging, blunt,
Symbiotes are attacking that store full of people.
Hey, what the hell do you want? Come around? What? What? Help. I'm good. Because, well, we keep around.
Oh, wait, it's cold out there, man. Who are you?
Just here to help.
What's going on? I don't trust strangers, not a one of them.
You gotta trust somebody, see?
Well, I better be one to trust you. If I swear you try to rob us or steal from us, I'll kill you. I'll be worthless.
I don't know if I'm right. So, get off your wagon. You're stolen. I'm scared to go out looking in case this place gets robbed. But I'll pay. Pay decent for it. It's over near Lake Isabel.
We really would appreciate the help.
Sure would. Be safe now. What you call me?
How did you be active?
I'm don't reach out to nonsense. Now ain't such a good time, Jim.
Never.
Don't you say a word, Marty. But it sure is a scene from an ancient tragedy, all right. Don't know it's someone else. Soldiers. Wait, Robin. Oh, damn. You're matching up. Sure. Sign. Please, a sign.
A sign of what?
No idea yet. No idea. Making a sign now. Johnny, John, dumb in the head. Chucky boy, that's the HREs, they're right there. No room between.
Oh well. Bye, Mr. Lemon.
So, Robin, it's upstairs. On for you.
That's gold spilled from an armored truck. Whoever take this store. Hey, I got an order for some web gear. Who wants it? You guys ever think about how we use food to describe money sometimes? Dough, cheddar,
Well, I should be getting on.
Okay.